like to share with you this morning the theme, God's Plan for Health and Healing. If there would be a subtopic, it is that we are called to witness to save souls as well as lives. Sometimes you have to encourage yourselves. Sometimes you have to speak victory over the test. And no matter how you feel, speak the word, you will be healed.
With breast cancer, we see African American women are about 2 times more likely to die of breast cancer than white women. And the reasons for these gaps or disparities we talk about are numerous. There are a lot of barriers to women not getting screening.
People are just fearful of mammograms, the word mammograms, because they think that getting a mammogram would cause them to have breast cancers. Then there's a lot of people who know they've got a problem, but they really won't go.
The Witness Project has partnered with several agencies. We're partnering together to go into the African American community to inform them on the importance of prevention and early detection of breast and cervical cancer. In South Carolina, we're finding out that African American women are dying more frequently of breast and cervical cancer, and we're finding that African American women are being diagnosed in the later stages of the disease. So that's the main concern with us at the Witness Project. We're wanting to get that information out to them sooner, to inform them that early detection is very important.
As we know, going to the doctor is very expensive, and a lot of times people just don't have the funds to pay out-of-pocket expenses.
In South Carolina alone, transportation is a problem.
People in rural areas, sometimes they don't have the medical facilities there where they live. They have to travel great distances to get care. Transportation, may not have vehicles to get there. They may not be able to drive.
It's really important. You have to take the initiative to take care of yourself.
Oh yeah, especially in the age group that we target. When you're in your 40s, you think of, you still have children at home, and then your parents are getting older, so you are stretched pretty thin, and you're often on the last person on the list. You just are trying to take care of everyone else except yourself. But I often tell women that nobody's going to love your family the way you do, and no one is going to take care of your family the way you do. So it's up to you to do what you need to do to be there. The church is a cornerstone because you have to get people where they live. Even if you don't go to church, you know someone who does. And it's often seen as the person, as the institution that has always been there.
In the church, we are to be witnesses to save lives and to save souls.
With this project, we've been instrumental in just getting everyone together to partner, to go out and spread the word.
Raise our hands over our heads.
When you say the word cancer, it does not have to mean that it's a death sentence. There can be life. As long as we catch this in the earliest stages, then we have more of an opportunity to pick different treatments that they would be able to follow up through. And in the church, you know, our main concern there is that you become a whole person, not just spirit, but soul and body.
Unfortunately for cervical cancer, the disparities we have are quite high with African American women. We do know what causes cervical cancer. Researchers have found that it's been linked to a virus. And this was really important because if we know what causes it, we know how to prevent it. And this virus is called the human papillomavirus, or HPV. It's transmitted sexually primarily through skin-to-skin contact. But it's a very, very common virus. 3 out of 4 of us will have this virus at some point in our lifetime. For most of us, it's harmless and it goes away. But for others, and we don't know who those women are, it goes on and leads to cervical cancer.
Cancer in itself is really very, very fearful in the African American community.
It's kind of scary because you're not certain how your family's going to take it, because once they get the word cancer, it's a scare moment. Once I shared the diagnosis with my family, they were very much supportive and loving and prayerful during that time.
There's a vaccine available now for this human papillomavirus, and it's called the HPV vaccine.
Cancer does not have to be a death sentence. If you catch it in time, you can save your life, and not just your life. By talking about it, you can save other people's lives.
In 1998, a lump in the right breast was discovered as a result of my mammogram. I have a family history of cancer, so I have a high risk factor. My mother was a cancer patient, and also my sister. My sister was a survivor for 28 years. So you see, there is life. It's a matter of your attitude, your faith, and the following of what you're supposed to do.
I discovered the cancer myself. First time was 10 years ago. Second time was 3 years ago. I am the result of a double mastectomy, both breasts. I had a knot on my right breast. I didn't think nothing about it, but 2 weeks later, the knot was still there.
It was 13 years ago. I'm a survivor. In 1998, when I was first done that, you didn't talk about it. That's why I was ignorant and was not cognizant of all the facts. But it is important to talk about cancer, very, very important.
When I went through my treatment, just looking at the reaction of people when I talked about cancer, because a lot of people, especially in South Carolina, still whisper, cancer, she has the big C. They don't want to talk about it.
I discovered my cancer when I was in the shower, just getting ready for bed, and did a self-examination and discovered a lump in my right breast.
I had to go to the doctors. I had to be relentless in my pursuit of getting them to listen to me, that I have this lump and it's growing.
When you find out that you have breast cancer, be around people, positive people, because that helps with healing yourself.
Family and friends are very, very important. The people that are around you when you're going through treatment are very important, because your state of mind has as much to do with your healing as any treatment that they give you, especially with cancer.
I am a 14-year cancer survivor.
I worked during this whole time, and during the time of this process, God just brought me through everything. He's to let me know everything's in His hand. He got all power. Nothing can be done without Him. He knew I was going to go through it. He knew I was going to make it. I just had to trust Him during this time.
We nurture our parents. We nurture our husbands. We nurture our children. We nurture our grandchildren. But we don't nurture ourselves.
As women, we assume the role of being caregivers. We take care of everyone except ourselves.
To be honest, the first thought that came to my mind was, oh, I got 2 children and I want to see them grow up. I'm not ready to leave this world.
And I never had anybody in my family with it, but one of my church members came to me and told me that she had had it, and she'd had it 20 years ago. So to me, that meant that I had a chance.
When I found out about it, it was like I told my church family, I felt like God had given me a new ministry. So He gave me a ministry that I would be able to go out into the community and do what I do best, talk, teach.
Upon receiving the treatment, It was rough, but I had faith in God that if He brought me to it, He can take me through it.
So I get these phone calls all the time of day and night with people, wanting me to share. And I love it because I think that there is not enough voices out there.
I am a cancer survivor. As a member of the Witness Project program, I am available to help others in their time of dealing with this crisis.
It's on you. It's your health. It's your body. You got to take care of yourself.
And it's not over. It's really like a rebirth. Because once you learn to live life and value the real things, the important things in life, it all gets easier.
Early detection is important because early detection saves lives.
Early detection saved my life.
Sometimes you may have abnormal cells or precancerous cells. So early detection is very good because it can stop an aggressive stage from coming.
It's most important to detect cancer early because it's easier to contain.
So I think it's important to let the other women that are afraid to go and check it out, to let them know it's going to be all right, especially if they go early.
Have that examination, because if it's detected early, it can be helped.
You have to check your own body. You have to do what you need to do to save your own life.
I am alive because my cancer was found early.
I know I am alive because I found my cancer early.
And as I minister to you, oh, I say to you, minister to yourselves. May the Lord richly bless and keep you now and forever. Amen.